Hi, folks. Good evening. How you doing today? How was your day?
All good. Thank you, teacher.
Okay,
So far, so good, teacher.
good. Folks, can you see the questions on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please keep in mind, because at the end of the session, and based on the discussion that we got, we're gonna discuss this question at the end. Okay. Okay, let's move on to this one, folks. These are the contents that we're gonna cover in this session: the social aspect of professions, vocation, and moral conscience. Okay, some of the objectives that we got for this sessions are identifies the social dimension of professional ethics, recognizing the relationship between professions and society, analyzes the role of vocation and moral conscience in ethical professional decision making, and the last one applies ethical principles to real or hypothetical professional situations, demonstrating awareness of their social impact. These are the three performance indicators that we're gonna cover in this session. Regarding to the last one about the real life hypothetical professional situation, folks, and some of them are real life situations. This is gonna be a formative task that will be included and will be discussed during the week on the WhatsApp group. Okay. So let's see. Here we got a little introduction, and I need someone of you to read, please. Okay, Jose Miranda, go ahead.
Yes, in this session, we will examine the ethical and social foundations of professional life. We will begin by analyzing the social aspects of professions, understanding that every profession exists to serve society and respond to collective needs. Then, we will reflect on the role of vocation and moral conscience, recognizing that professional practice is not only technical but also deeply personal and ethical. Finally, we will explore the social dimensions of professional ethics, emphasizing how professional decisions influence individuals, institutions, and society as a whole. Through the discussion of real life scenarios, students evaluate ethical dilemmas and consider the broader social consequences of professional actions.
Yes, that's right. We're gonna reflect, folks, on what it truly means to be a professional in society, okay? And we will also explore how every professional has a social purpose and exists to serve others. Remember that every profession exists into society according to the society needs in that area, okay? So let's move on here, folks. As usually, I like to start with the speaking questions. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, okay, 2 minutes to scan the questions, to analyze the question, and then we're gonna start discussing this, okay? So when you're gonna give your opinion, please raise your hand and start saying your name and then the opinion, the answer of each question, okay? You, you got 2 minutes.
Campeonato unos campeonatos.
Okay, time's up, folks. Time's up. And let's start with the first question. What does it mean to be a professional in today's society?
Okay, well, teacher, the first question, a professional today means the more than having technical expertise is involved competence, the ethical conduct, accountable by continuous learning in a globalized and digital world. Professional must also adapt to the technological change and cultural devices to professional demonstrate the really discipline and respect the for stand the which they fears.
Okay, thank you, Fernando. Rosa
You're
Vanega,
welcome.
go ahead. Marcos Montoya, it's your turn.
Well, for me, teacher, being a professional means having a specialized knowledge, acting in a responsible way, and following ethical standards in your field. It also means that you're accountable for your actions and contribute positively to the society.
Hi,
Okay,
teacher.
Mark. Yeah, yeah. Hi, hello.
May I talk?
Of course.
Okay, so I found the first question interesting. That's why I wanted to answer. Because when it's come to talk about society, it's important to know that there are like many different situations here, right? However, in this point, I think that being a professional, it would give us many opportunities. And it's important because I think that if you are not a professional today in the world, you, I question, do you think that if you are a professional, are you going to have a better opportunity or not? No, because if you are not a professional, you may have fewer opportunities and people may not respect your work, and professional job help people, I think, to enhance their lives. We are getting new skills because the first impression matter.
Okay, thank you, Rose. Jose Miranda, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. I think there's a confusion between the word professional
Yeah.
and the word bachelor or major. I think being a professional is a combination of knowledge, moral integrity, and ethics, right?
And
So
ethics
those three have to
principles.
be present so someone can be a professional. So we are accountable not only for our knowledge or our skills, but we're also accountable for our moral responsibility in the workplace. So if you know someone who's very efficient, very knowledgeable, right? They know what to do, but they lack integrity, they lack moral responsibility, then that person is not a professional, regardless of how much knowledge they have that's
Okay.
not being a professional. It's something very important today because of the technological adaptation.
Yes, yes. Gerardo.
Yep. So I would describe as a professional. I'm sorry, you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. You can describe a professional as a person who has special education, like a degree, um, and of course, who um, works as a professional, who has a work and exercises an activity as a professional. And of course, besides this, as my partners mentioned before, if you are a professional, you have to have ethics. Um, and of course, being a professional doesn't just mean that you will have to have a degree. Besides that, you need to behave the correct way when it comes to your job.
Yes, as some of you said before, that to be a professional, folks, we need to include or we need to take into consideration many aspects, okay? Not just the bachelor degrees, right? So we need to take into consideration the values, okay, such as honesty, integrity, loyalty, and some ethical principles, okay? So let's move on to question number two. Do professionals have responsibilities beyond doing their job well? What do you think?
Yes, professionals have legal, ethical, and social responsibilities that beyond technical performance. They must project publish the will first respect human rights, avoid conflict of interest, and act transparently. For example, engineer must ensure safety, not just complete a project on time.
Okay, thank you. Adriana Ramirez, go ahead.
I consider professionals they do because they have power and influence over
Sorry
other.
for interrupting you. Could you please speak aloud? I can hear you.
Okay,
Yes, please.
I consider professionals have responsibilities beyond doing their job because they have power and influence over other people's life. For example, a doctor may know how to treat a patient correctly, but if they don't explain the treatment honestly or ignore patients' concern, they are not fully responsible. So they must think about the impact of their actions.
Okay, good. Fernanda, it's your turn. Marcus, your turn.
Yes, I think that they have ethical and social obligations to their clients, the institutions, and the society. They
Mm-hmm.
must honestly avoid conflict of interest, also respect confidentiality, and ensure that their decisions not harm others and being have the knowledge about the consequence that you're going to have with your acts.
Okay, good, good. Let's move on to question number three. How can a professional positively impact society? What do you think?
Good evening, teacher. I'm
Evening.
Archimedes.
Yeah, go ahead, Archimedes.
Okay. How can a professional positively impact society? Well, remember, we are as citizens. So
Mm-hmm.
the most important of the citizen in the society is to help to develop a common laws and respect the human rights and promote a good environmental in the society. So in my opinion, the professional have more responsibility because I have a different knowledge to other person. For this reason, he have the they have the knowledge for support and for helps different different weakness of the societies. So that's my point of view.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Genesis Solis?
Yes, teacher. As my classmate said, we as citizens or professionals, we contribute to the social development. For example, in teachers help students to gain knowledge and gain confidence in their speech, and they prepare for the futures. The doctors, that is the most common examples. Doctors help people to stay healthy and save lives. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's move on to question number four. Can a professional harm society? In what ways do you think that can harm? Yes, go ahead, Mr. Miranda.
Yes, teacher, I think us as professionals, we can harm society by not having a solid code of conduct,
Mhm.
because that what it does is that it takes away the trust from public, so they are not able to trust in the professional, right? And we remove trust by being corrupt, by being negligent, and by using or abusing power.
Mhm. Adriana, thank you. Yes,
One
Adriana.
way, okay, one way could be by taking advantage of people's ignorance because they use their knowledge and power in the wrong way. For
Mhm.
example, this happened to someone in my family once. A lawyer delayed the legal process on purpose to benefit the plaintiff. So, it was a mess. It affected the results. The members of my family lost money, time. So I
Mhm.
consider the corruption could be a way that professional harm society.
Okay, thank you. Let's see the question number 5. Is professional success the same as ethical success? What do you think?
Well,
Mm,
teacher, for me,
yes.
I don't think it's Marcus. I don't
Yeah.
think that it's the same because my classmate mentioned before, maybe for example, a lawyer that can manipulate justice, he will be like a good lawyer for like bad people that makes crimes. And in that type of scenario, he will be like a good lawyer.
Mhm.
However, he is manipulating the justice. So for me, he is success in their job. However, is not like ethical success.
Do you think that lawyer all the time manipulate the judges?
Well, like not all, but it's like the most
Most of
common.
them.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now let's move on to question number 7. What qualities make a professional socially responsible? Fernanda, go ahead.
I think they lose public trust when they lie, act corruptly, or put their personal interests about society well-being.
Okay, good. That's related to the number 6, right? And what about the number 7, folks? What qualities do you think that make a professional socially responsible?
I have opinion.
Yes.
Um, a socially responsible professionals is someone who understands that their work affects more than just their employers or paycheck. It affects people, communities, and sometimes their, I don't know, their society.
Okay. Daniela, what's your last name?
Daniela Cristina Salgado Trujillo.
Okay, good. Thank you. Do we have another another volunteer for the same question? The number 7? Okay. Jocelyn.
Good night, teacher.
Evening.
What qualities make a professional socially responsible? Uh, I think a socially responsible professional demonstrates integrity, as I just said, empathy, accountability, fairness, and commitment to continuous improvement. They think critically about the social environment and ethical consequences of their work. They also respect diversity and the human dignity. Social responsibility means recognizing that every professional's decision has an impact beyond personal benefit.
All of the quality that you have mentioned between integrity and commitment, which one is the most important for you?
For me, I think is sorry, I'm sick, so I feel
Don't
so.
worry.
I have, in my case, I think it's integrity. It's the most important. Sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Let's see the question number 8. Do you think ethics should be mandatory in all university programs? Why? Good question.
Um, I can answer that.
Yeah.
Um, I do think ethics should be mandatory in all university programs because we are not only preparing to become professionals but also future decision makers,
Yes.
and we will have an impact on society. Um, ethics, I think that ethics helps create professionals who are not only skilled but also conscious of our social responsibility, which is essential for building a fairer and more trustworthy society.
Okay, good. Good. Now let's move on to the last question. In your opinion, what is the most important value, moral value for a professional? Remember that in the
Uh,
previous session we have been discussing those. Yes.
Teacher, I have a question. The question number 3. Okay, I have my opinion is integrity is fundamental. Is ensure consistency between action and principle with how integrity, knowledge, and skills that can be measured. Integrity, boy, trust, and is essential in any profession.
Okay, thank you, Fernando. Junaisha,
Welcome.
for the last question.
And the last one?
Yes, the last question, number 10.
Well, in my opinion, integrity is the most important because valued it builds trust and ensures honest and responsible behavior.
Mhm. Okay,
Yes.
thank you, Junaisha. One more opinion about the last one? Yes, Rose.
Hi. Hello, teacher.
Yes.
So I agree what you said before, because according to my career, I think that is the honestly the most important. Because if I know honestly, the people is not going to respect me.
Mhm.
I have to act professional in many situations.
Okay, good. Good. Thank you very much. Now let's move on to this one. As I mentioned before at the beginning, folks, of the session, so the content that we're gonna cover here, we got the social aspect of professions, vocation, and moral conscious. Now, do you think, folks, that professions is just one of the way that we look forward to for earning money, or is more than an employment? What do you think?
Coach,
Yes.
this is Adriana Castro, and I would
Okay.
like to say that when we start a career and we wanna be called professionals, it's because we are looking for like a better knowledge, a better values, or maybe like a better status at the end.
Not only like a source of earning money, right?
No, I think like it's more than that.
Okay, good. Do we have another opinion? Yes, Jonaisha. Then Daphne. Daphne, go ahead.
But I've got the same opinion about whenever you're going to learn a profession, it's not just about getting a good job or just like looking for money. It's to develop better skills and have a better life.
Yes. Remember, folks, something that you mentioned at the beginning when you were reading the introduction, we were talking, or it was mentioned about the existence of the profession. Why do you think that profession can exist into the society? Marcos, go ahead.
Well, for me, also profession and your vocation can coexist. For example, maybe after that you enter in the university and you choose a career, you discover that you have like obligation maybe for being a teacher. And maybe it's not like the vocation for being teacher like for a philosophy, but you can change to be like an English teacher or something related to the vocation that you have because can coexist. That is something that you liked, that you enjoy doing. However, with a title or with a degree, you're going to have better opportunity to get or improve like in your salary.
Marcus, I got a question for you. Do you think that all of the professionals in the society have vocation? Do you think that they do what they love? Or do you think that they love what they do?
No, I don't think so because, for example, my mom told me that she's accountable and she studied accountability, but she told me that in the third year of the university for her career, she realized what was the true vocation. However, in
Mhm.
that time, sorry, she hasn't the resources to change her career, and now she is just without career, but she knows that it's not her vocation. So I think that depends on the condition for the person. In every case, they have maybe the opportunity to change their career or their choice to the real vocation, and others cannot have that opportunity.
And what about you? Do you have vocation on what you do at work?
Actually, I didn't like it.
Uh-huh.
I am a legal assistant, and I didn't like the law and the rules. And I hope that when I get my degree, I can do my profession, being a teacher.
I was just
Uh,
proving your honesty, okay?
okay, yeah, but yeah, I don't like, to be honest, being like legal assistant. And also, in my previous work experience, I worked in a call center. I don't like the job.
Okay, good. Jose Miranda, go ahead.
Yes, teacher, in my opinion, many professionals do not love what they do because at the moment that they chose the career, they did not have enough knowledge on what that
Yeah.
is. And so they pick whatever is the trend, like law, for example, as financial careers or careers related to finance because it's what most people choose. But I think if all students were to, for example, if all students were to get the consultancy of psychologists, for example, they would know what the real vocation is, and so that they can, they can choose correctly and love what they do. But without that, it's really difficult.
Okay. Jose Miranda, and what do you think about moral conscience? Do you think that this is related about the good action or the wrong action that we do every single day?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, moral conscience is what allows us to transcend, right?
Yeah.
And to apply our own moral in day-to-day activities in our workplace, in our families, and all that. But I think professionals are not really looking for moral conscience when they pick a
Yeah.
career, right? The
Yeah.
least they think is how this is going to improve my moral conscience. But I think it should be the first thing they should think about, right? Because, for example, if you're going to be a mechanic and you know that being a mechanic is not really your vocation, but you do it because you have a family member who has a, I don't know, a shop for motorcycles, something like that, and then
Yeah,
you're gonna make easy money, and then you do it because of that, you're really not improving moral conscience. And if you're not gonna be a good mechanic, why do it just because it's a easy money? You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. Nowadays we got many special cases about that, no? For
Yeah,
example, in
exactly.
the medical area, there are many individuals that they started the career just foreseeing such career as a source of earning money, right? So that's why that nowadays we
Right.
got a lot of negligence, medical negligence, right?
Yeah, with lawyers too, we see that. Yeah.
Mhm. Even in the education area. I have seen folks, many teachers that they got a really good knowledge. They speak as a native speaker, but they don't have the pedagogical interventions. They don't have the didactic strategy to transfer the language.
Teacher, I have
Yes.
been, and in my opinion, I think that is a short professionals. Maybe have knowledge and skills, but without moral conscience, those skills could be used to bring irresponsibility.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Good. Good. Now, folks, let's move on to this one. As I said at the beginning, these are three scenarios. Okay. You can take a screenshot of this and analyze each of the scenario, or you have to choose one. Okay, analyze it and then provide your opinion. What do you think about such a scenario, and try to do it through the WhatsApp group. Okay, this is a formative task. Okay, let me tell you that if you want to do it, it's okay. If you don't want to do it, no problem. But remember that at the end, at the end, the participation is so important, because if you need 1 point or 2 points, we can do something. If I've seen that you have been participating a lot, okay? Something that I would like to share with you now is this. Okay, so do you remember the first question that I show you at the beginning about how would you describe the social dimension of professional ethics? Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna share the link. I'm gonna share the link in into the chat of the Zoom. Okay, and you have to write your names there. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, you got a link on the chat, folks. Please click on it, and then we have, I'm gonna share the page. Let me think. Let me see. I'm gonna
Teacher, I
share.
just requested access because access is restricted, so I just requested access.
Okay, okay. Let me see this. Okay, it's done. Go ahead. You got 2 minutes and a half, okay?
Okay, okay, okay. I don't know if it's just me, but I can't really, I can't type anything.
But you got the permission.
Mm, okay.
If you can see on the screen, your
Mm,
peers started writing there.
yeah. Oh yeah, I have to reload. Sorry, my bad.
No biggies.
Teacher, quick question when it comes to the other little
Yes, with
we have.
your own words, in a simple and short sentence, what do you understand by the dimension of professional, the social dimension of professional ethics?
Okay.
Teacher, may I share the links in a WhatsApp group, please?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you.
One minute more, folks. Mientras van escribiendo, chicos, bueno, nos queda menos de un minuto, ¿verdad? Para que la sesión termine. Terminando la sesión, voy a dejarlo un minuto más, ¿ok? Un minuto más. Después se va a cerrar ese espacio del Google Docs, ¿ok? Así que traten de completarlo en tiempo y forma, porfa. No olviden también compartir su opinión sobre los real life scenarios, ¿ok? En el WhatsApp group, please.